Today we will be doing a first impression and full-on review of the new Valentino Donna Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. If you're interested in hearing my thoughts on this, then just keep watching. Before we get into the video, I do want to quickly introduce myself for those of you who may be new here. My name is Ayesha. I make videos about mainly fragrance, but also some beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're interested in, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a part of my Love, Like, or Let Down series. If you've never seen one of these videos from me, it's basically where I come on, I give you guys my very first impression of a fragrance, then I wear it for a few days, come back within the same video and let you guys know if it ends up being a love, a like, or a letdown for me. So let's go ahead and cut to my first impression. Hey y'all, so I know I don't usually do this part in the car, but I just picked up my order. I did a curbside pickup and I wanted to share my first impression and I can't wait. So here's my little bag. I picked it up from Nordstrom. Here is the box, and this is Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. This is a brand new release from Valentino. Ever since I heard this was coming out, I've been excited. So I think I heard about it probably about 2 months ago, and it came out probably about 3 weeks ago in other countries, but it's just now making it to the US. And so when I saw it online today, I was like, I'm getting it. So the reason I was so intrigued is because I think it has like a kiwi note in there and some other fruits. Can't remember them right offhand, but we're gonna smell it and see how it is. So there's the box. I'm doing this in a parking lot, y'all. All right, so there is the bottle. Gorgeous peach colored juice. Beautiful. My hands are a little ashy. Hopefully y'all didn't see that, but blame the hand sanitizer. And I'm not wearing any fragrance today because I knew I was coming to pick this up, so I prepared. All right. So I think I'm sufficiently sprayed. So yeah, I can definitely smell some sort of floral in here. There's also like a soapy note to this, which is not what I was expecting. I can definitely smell the fruits too, but as of right now, I can't pick out what types of fruit. I can't pick out the kiwi, which is what I was really hoping to be able to pick out. But I can just smell like some different types of fruits. So I'll have to kind of like wear this and find out what I think about it, which is what I always do in these videos. But yeah, it is like a pretty fruity floral with a soapy tone to it. So not really what I was expecting, I will be honest. However, it is very pretty. So I'm going to wear this. I'm going to let it dry down on my skin for probably 5 minutes or so, and then I'll turn the camera back on before I start back driving and let you guys know at that point if it's a like, love, or let down for me. If you've never seen one of these videos from me before, then let me kind of explain. I always like to tell you guys first impressions if it's a like, love, or let down. That's just my first like thoughts on it, and then within the same video I'll come back and actually give you guys a review and let you know what it ended up being for me, a love, a like, or a letdown. So I will be back in a second for you all. It'll be about 5 minutes for me once I let this kind of dry on my skin. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes, and I have to say, as it's warming up on my skin, I am liking it more. The fruits are definitely coming out more. Still can't really determine what types of fruits are in there, but I do like the smell. It's smelling kind of tropical floral, and the fruits are different fruits than what I'm used to smelling in fragrance. So maybe that is kiwi, but I feel like kiwi has a pretty distinct smell, and I like to eat kiwi, so I don't smell that in here. But it's definitely something different than what I'm used to in my fruity floral fragrances. It still does have that soapy nature to it, but that has died down a little bit, and the fruits are... I can finally smell the kiwi. Wait a minute. I can finally smell the kiwi on this arm. Still can't smell it on my wrist, but I definitely smell it right here. So I guess the warmth is bringing the kiwi out. I hope that comes out more. So anyway, let me stop rambling. As right now, for me, it is a like. I will be wearing this fragrance for the next few days, and I will come back and let you guys know what I think about it and give you a more in-depth review inside this same video. So just stay tuned. So it's been a week since I filmed the first portion of this video, so I have been wearing this fragrance not every single day in a row, but I have worn it multiple times. I think I've worn it about 5 times, so I have a pretty good idea of what I think about it. So when this fragrance is first sprayed, I get a generic kind of fruity floral fragrance. However, once it has sat on my skin for about 5 minutes, the kiwi really starts to come out. And the kiwi is kind of the main reason that I bought this fragrance, because I love the smell of kiwi. I don't have any fragrances that I can think of that have the kiwi note in them. And so I was very intrigued when I saw the note breakdown for this fragrance when it was first announced. So like I said, once the fragrance is dried on my skin, I do get that kiwi, but I also get some other fruitiness to it and definitely some florals. However, when I smell this, I can't pick out a specific floral, and the only fruit that I can specifically pick out is the kiwi. It kind of just smells like a blend of floral fruitiness, and the kiwi to me is a little bit of a different note that I can easily pick out. Now, once this fragrance dries down, I will say the kiwi kind of backs down, which is unfortunate for me because I love the kiwi portion of it, but then it becomes kind of a musky, fruity floral scent. Overall, it gives me a very fun, flirty, pretty type spring scent. Now, of course, anybody can wear what they want to wear, but in my opinion, this fragrance smells feminine. It is a fun, flirty, kind of pretty girl scent in my opinion. I would say for the first hour to 2 hours of wearing this fragrance, it gives really good projection in my opinion. By doing my little surveys that I do when I'm testing out a fragrance, people are able to smell this on me when they're standing probably about, let's say, 5 or 6 feet away. So I feel like that's pretty good. You can definitely smell it on yourself when you first spray it as well. Now, as far as longevity, this fragrance only lasts on my skin about 4 to 5 hours, and I would say it turns into a skin scent probably around the 3-hour mark. So even though it starts out with good projection, I would say after about the 2-hour mark, it sits very close to the skin, and probably around the 3 to 4 hour mark, it is a skin scent. And I've noticed that after about the 5-hour mark, I can't smell it at all. So like I said earlier, to me, this is a fun, fruity floral scent. And so I think it will play well in the hotter weather. So definitely spring, summer. Now, because it has those florals in there, you may immediately think spring, but I think the fruits in this really allow it to be worn the entire time. I don't think that this would ever be too heavy in the hot weather. So I think this is going to work perfectly for the hot weather. Now, as far as where I would wear this fragrance, I think this is good for daytime occasions only. I would not wear this on a date. I would wear this to places like brunch. I actually think this is a good like day-to-day scent for hot weather. You can definitely wear it to work, to doctor's offices. I have done all of that while I've been testing this fragrance out. And I just don't think, because it sits kind of close to the skin, I don't think that it's going to ever be offensive to anybody. So you can kind of wear it wherever, but I definitely would not wear this on a date. To me, it just doesn't give me date night vibes. So how unique is this fragrance? Not very unique. The kiwi note is pretty unique, I will say that. However, like I said, as you wear this fragrance, the kiwi kind of goes away, and then to me it turns into more of a generic fruity floral scent. Not saying that in a bad way, but I can say that it kind of smells similar to a lot of department store fragrances. So I am probably like the only person on YouTube that loves fragrances that does not own Valentino Donna, Born in Roma. I have tried that fragrance so many times, but it's just not for me. I love the opening of it, and I do have a sample here. I have gone through multiple samples of this. I love the opening of this fragrance. It gives you that beautiful kind of vanilla floral scent, but on me, once it dries down, and I'm talking like maybe like 30 minutes, to me the florals become too sharp, and this fragrance gives me a headache. So that's why I don't have it in my collection, but I am familiar with how it smells. I will point out before I compare the two, when I hear reviews of this fragrance, I think my experience with it is not the typical experience. So you're gonna have to take this with a grain of salt. I can only talk on my experience, but to me, the vanilla kind of goes away once you get into the dry down of this fragrance and you mainly just have those florals. So that's what I'm talking about when I talk about Donna Born in Roma. So keep that in mind. I know other reviewers have different takes on this fragrance. Anyway, we're talking about Born in Roma Coral Fantasy today. So first off, let's talk about this name. The full name of this fragrance is Valentino Donna Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. It is a flanker of Valentino Donna Born in Roma, which is a flanker of Valentino Donna. But why? I don't understand. Why do these companies keep doing this? Just name them different stuff. Anyway, I digress. I don't have the original Valentino Donna to compare it to, but I honestly don't think they're anything alike. So we're gonna compare it to Born in Roma, which is very popular. And I do think they are a little bit similar at the dry down. At the opening, I think they're completely different. Born in Roma, you get that beautiful vanilla at the opening with the florals mixed, but the vanilla is like this beautiful kind of thick bourbon vanilla. I don't get any vanilla in this fragrance. To me, this new fragrance is just a fruity floral. You don't have that vanilla. Although this is a sweet scent, it's not from the vanilla. It's from the fruits and from the florals in this fragrance. So I don't think that these are that similar. I definitely think that if you have this one, you can definitely have this one. They are completely different to me. The other Valentino fragrance that I want to compare it to is Valentino Donna Acqua. So this fragrance is definitely sweeter. It has, I think, an almond pistachio frangipani mix, if I'm not mistaken. That's what it smells like anyway. But I will say when this dries down, it gets to be more of just a floral with that almondy sweetness in the background. So in the dry down, these do remind me of each other. However, still different enough to own both. I think that the florals that they are using or whatever DNA they have, I feel like you can smell the similarities in the dry down of these two, but again, quite different. The opening of this is just completely different than the opening of this. But I do think that if you like this one in the dry down, like the florals that really come out in the dry down of this fragrance, then you will probably enjoy this one as well. And then the last fragrance that I want to compare Coral Fantasy to is Dolce & Gabbana Dolce Garden. Now, these fragrances are not dupes for each other, nothing like that. However, when I was thinking about this fragrance and what I could compare it to, I was just thinking about what fruity florals do I really have in my collection. If you guys have watched my videos for a while, then you may know that I am not the biggest fan of fruity florals. So I don't really have that many in my collection, surprisingly, even though that is a very popular genre of fragrances. I don't have that many. So I thought about this one and I did smell them side by side, and I will say they are similar in the fact that they are both fruity florals. However, I definitely think Dolce Garden has this unique twist to it. It has this tartness to it. It has the coconut in it as well. It's much sweeter, but you can kind of smell the similar florals in them. Hopefully that makes sense. They are not dupes, but they kind of share the floral notes. So these are definitely in the same family, but to me, they are very distant cousins. So the new Valentino Donna Born in Roma Coral Fantasy comes in 3 sizes. It comes in a 1 ounce, a 1.7 ounce, and a 3.4 ounce. I decided to pick it up in the 1.7 ounce, and this retails for $108. However, I looked this fragrance up today, so hopefully the sale will still be going on by the time you see this video. I looked it up. I will link it down below for you guys. I found it on sale for $91.80 from the same place I purchased it, which was Nordstrom. So I have requested a price adjustment on it because that's about a almost $20 difference. So just to let you guys know, if you are interested in this fragrance, go check it out now while it's on sale, or you can wait until the Sephora sale starts, which will be April 1st. Definitely check it out there so you can get a percentage off. All right, so we are at the end, and it is time for me to tell you guys if this is a love, a like, or a letdown for me. Now, if you've never seen these videos before, I always quiz you guys. I want to see, what do you think I think. How well do you know my opinions? Leave it down below right now if you think this is a love, a like, or a letdown for me. Okay, I think I've given you enough time, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know. This fragrance is a dun, 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 like for me. This is a like. It's not a love for me because I just don't think it's unique enough. I don't smell the kiwi as much as I would like to. I don't know, it just doesn't scream that special to me. However, it is a very pretty scent, and that's why I like it. I think that it's appropriate for this time of year, and I think it's something that can be an easy reach for me. Now, a lot of times I feel like I don't end up keeping fragrances that are just likes for me. So we shall see if this fragrance ends up staying in my collection for the long haul. But for now, I will be keeping this fragrance. I will be playing around with it more. I am excited to wear it during the summer when it's really hot, because I think when it's really hot, it's really hard for me to wear a lot of fragrances because it's just too much for me. But something like this, I feel like will be an easy reach for me during the summer specifically. So I'll have to update you guys at some point, but as of right now, this fragrance is a like. If you guys have tried this fragrance, please let us know in the comments down below. What do you think of it? Do you think it's kind of generic? I mean, I kind of do, but I still like it. So that doesn't necessarily mean that that's a bad thing. Or do you think it's really unique? I would love to know. If you have a lot of fruity florals in your collection and you've tried this, let us know what you think it compares to, because I really don't have that many. So I felt like I didn't have much to compare it to. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like this, I will go ahead and link my playlist that contains all of my love, like, or letdown videos. So go ahead and check those out if you want to see some single reviews on fragrances. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, please go ahead and do that if you want to see more videos from me. Also, make sure you're following me over on Instagram. We always do little sneak peeks, and I always converse with you guys over there, and it's just a really easy, laid back type of interaction. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.